Alright, so let's talk about it. A little bit of a change. Some a bit bigger this time. Screen's a bit less because we don't have lyrics to look through because this is not a reaction. It's just kind of a talk kind of thing. So before we get into the train spotting stuff that I want to get into, my most recent reaction was to Samara Cyn here for the drive home. That was posted last week because I thought she's kind of the next, in my opinion, she's like the next female rapper up because her flows are so effortless. Her wordplay is great. She can also sing. So I really enjoyed this album. The reason I'm bringing this up is because in the reaction, I was like, I don't know which one's my favorite, 100 Square Feet or Chrome or Sinner or whatever. Chrome is definitely my favorite. So if I get into like, it's this part right here. You see how effortless it is? And the way she's kind of like articulating her voice and stuff. So Chrome is definitely my favorite. So I add this. This is like a 10 out of 10 song for sure. 100 Square Feet's great. Center is great. So I thoroughly enjoyed this. But we're kind of, in this episode, we're going back to Rome here. If it's going to even... I can't type because I can't look at my keyboard. That's not the backspace button. Alright. Rome. That's not how you spell Rome. There's the backspace. Alright, give me Rome Streetz. Thank you. Okay. So, Trainspotting. So, after listening to the reaction, these were the songs that I had put likes on. Rule 4080, Died 1,000 Times, Heartbreaker. I realize I'm looking to the left, but the thing's over here. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, nope, don't do that. Alright. Well, no, because then it's going to look the other way. Oh, whatever. Alright. I can't invert this. Maybe I can invert it. Alright, whatever. I will permanently be looking the wrong way. But just know I'm looking at this Spotify screen here. So these are the songs I had liked. When I left the album, I was like, okay, this is potentially my favorite Rome album. And after it's been out for a week now, it is. It is my favorite Rome album for sure. And looking at the numbers, it doesn't seem like... It seems like it's not doing crazy numbers. Ricky Bobby's doing well, but that's Method Man. Ten Toes, Died 1,000, Heartbreak. These are all like 40s, 50s. Heartbreaker is an incredible song. Rule 48, that was a single. So kind of look, in terms of replayability, so where are we at now? I probably listened to this album 5 times, and then I listened to the songs that I like off of the albums now. Replayability is pretty good on this. I don't find myself going back to Andre Agassi. Don't find myself going back to MASH unless I really want something unique, because the helicopter in there is pretty unique. Runny Nose, I find myself coming back to, even though I don't have a like on it. But mostly just because of the beat. That's why I find myself coming back to that one. I don't really listen to Ricky Bobby. Not that I don't like the song, it's just I feel like I have to be in a mood for that one. Blood is Boogers, I still don't listen to. Rule 4080, I will listen to on occasion. It's one of those songs where Rome wrote it so well, kind of explaining the music industry, but it's also not the highest replayability song, but I'll still listen to it plenty. Died 1,000 Times, it's another one where it's good. I only come back to it on certain situations. Heartbreaker is definitely my favorite off of this. Like, when we're still talking about the sample and such.
Conductor.
Like, especially through here.
But she just one of my bitches. Delicious, devil in lingerie, head game vicious. Slide.
So Heartbreaker is definitely my favorite song in the entire album. The replayability is great. It might be the most replayable song. Or Ten Toes, which we'll get to next. But this is my favorite song off of the album. I don't remember. I think when I did my reaction, I was like, oh, is it Heartbreaker or Resource Room or like whatever? Maybe Rule 48. Like which one was my favorite? No, it's definitely Heartbreaker. The replayability is incredible on this track. 10 Toes is really good too. Some people don't like the hook. I do. These hands only touch bins, slam bins, blow big ass smoke out the wind. And then I like Jay Worthy's verse as well. Kanye's Revenge, I don't come back to it, but I just want, just so you guys know, when I listen to this album in full, which I do on occasion, because it's a 30-minute album, it takes 30 minutes to get to work. So sometimes I'll just listen to it public. I won't skip any of the songs. I still am under the impression there's no skips on this album. I don't listen to 99 that much. Joe Pesci, I don't listen to much, but I really should. But I think it's because of the end.
If you don't have my money for me, I'll...
And then I don't feel like skipping it. I need to put a like on it though, because I do like the song. Electric Slide, I don't really listen to it. I don't think I care for the beat as much. I think it's a little too one-dimensional. And then Resource Room. Now, I've listened to Bob the Pop-Up, whoever his name is, the reaction guy, and he had put a good point that this song should have started with this beat, the second half of the song, because it kind of goes with the rest of the album, and then it should have ended with this, because this is different than anything else. But Resource Room is my second favorite song. So I really like, I'd say my top three: Heartbreaker, Resource, then 10 Toes. There's still no skips on this album. This, in my opinion, is it's 1A, 1B with Kiss the Ring. Like, it's really whatever, I think it's whatever you feel like listening to in the moment. But how do I, now I guess I want to get into, how does this affect both Rome and Conductor's future? I don't think, Conductor is already an OG. This just is another great album in his catalog. For Rome, I was thinking, because this album had a really cool press run with how it was kind of them 30 years from now, like, this is such a historic album and such. And the fact that the album was really high quality, I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm kind of interested why these numbers are low, especially on some of the great songs. Like, why is Resource Room? I understand this is how albums go. The last track is a lot of times the lowest one, like, especially as you go on. But, like, I think the second half of this album, like with Heartbreaker, 10 Toes, I get, Pesci, Kanye's Revenge, Resource Room, like, these are the ones that should be getting more plays over Blood in His Boogers, MASH, Andre Agassi. Not that these are bad tracks, but like I said, these, I feel like these have a bit more to them. So, he has 643,000 monthly listeners. I guess for 1 week, these numbers are all right. How does this compare to some of his others? Like, what's Hatton looking like? 1.2. So, I mean, maybe like 250 is like the average. And then, let's say Kiss the Ring. That's his most popular. Yeah. Like, so I guess the question is, could this get to this level? I don't think so. Based on the first week number, I'm not sure, but I don't know if that's good or not. I'm not a big numbers guy, so I don't know how that compares to like the first week numbers of other albums. But I do think this is up there. Like, this is one of his best. I guess these two are in the popular right now, so it might gain some traction. I hope it does, because I think this could be a nice, coming out party for Rome, for the people that don't know him. I think, like, if this is your first time reacting to Rome, you're gonna like it, which is exactly what the pop-up had. So, yeah, just a quick little 10-minute video here. I'm not gonna stretch it to 10 minutes because I'm not monetized, so there's no point. So we're gonna end it here. Let me know what you guys thought of the album. I actually have the full rank now, compared to how it goes in the other albums. It is fourth at an 8.6. that is behind Ransman Davies, The Final Call, which I have a limited. I bought the limited edition vinyl. It's coming out soon. I will get it next week, I think. Then the Larry June and 2 Chainz and Alchemist album second. The Mac Miller is third, and the Rome Streetz is fourth. It's ahead of the West Side Gun, Boldy Badman, Boldy and Vidon, Tory Lanez, Playboy Cardi. It's ahead of all those. So fourth of the year. What do you guys think? Is it the fourth of the year? What? All right, 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. All right, cool. Bye.